Good morning, everybody, and happy Wednesday. If you're here in the Discord, in the YouTube, or Kick Chat, go ahead and say what's up. Let's see who's with us this morning. We have Calvin, Navy Guy, TW, Plum, Tingle, Skunked Ape. Oh, wait, Skunked Ape. I owe you a month of Clubhouse because you redeemed that, I think, didn't you? Let me see. I was like, where's Skunked Ape been? There you are. Let's see, channel points. Skunked Ape, I think. Yep, boom. All right. Locking you in for another free month here. Make sure we got this. All right, you are good until September, my friend. Boom. There you go. Who else I miss here? Hockey Shane, Fat Guy, Nick Luna, I'm Humble, Steve, Trendline Trading, G Lines, Jay Prowse. Good morning. We also have Justin Prowse, Hasenos, Day Trader Rick, Dave, and Morale Matters, Sander, DBE, Loco Trades, Dexter, Stoley, O'Keefe, AJA, Billy Joe, Clizzer, Sovereign, Cam Dingo, Ali, Joe Arrow, Ali, Master the Candle. Good morning. Morale Matters, Day Trader Rick, Prop Firm for Keeps, Pocket Aces, Louis Vexo, Crazy Man, the one and only. Good morning. Six Rings, B-Cog, Don Berryberry, Always Be Racing, Cash. Good morning. We also have Richard Harris, Paul Hume, Dante, Full Tilt Futures, QO Bill, Hadi, Barefoot Greenback, Kirk Sawyer, Sanjeev, Kevin, Coach Steve, Billy Joe, Q Mendez, Quantum Cap, NLV, Frank Picano, Anthony Joseph. Good morning. What up? What's up, Stan July Peppers, Rap. Good morning. What up? How does that look like that? What does that look like? Hold on 1 second. There we go. That looks better. Cool. So we got Funding Ticks, Take Profit Trader, and Apex, and the Percy to trade. Obviously no trades on the Percy yet. Boop. 303K in the balance. What did we do yesterday? 12 G's yesterday. We're up like 21K this week in 2 trading days. Not bad. Not bad at all. Markets are pushing up here. Anybody know why? Why am I all? There we go. Barely moving. Markets have flushed and then pushed back up. Anybody know what caused that flushacito? Little small flushacito? No. This one right here. I'm sorry. This one, not this one. I'm focused on this one right here. This is a 1 minute chart. Thomas Kane, nice work. You got it. Spoofers. Good guess. Typical NQ. Yeah, kind of. So how did everybody do yesterday in the markets? I finished trading around, well, we were done like right at 10 pretty much. So not too shabs, right? Market's been just kind of like meh in the overnight session. We're in a bigger channel, you know? We have this little channel going on here. Not a huge fan of it. Just kind of meh. I think something will eventually happen. This morning, we don't have a lot of news. We have no 8:30. Wait, that's wrong. We do have 8:30 news, but it's not important. Let me see what it is. I remember we have something at 8:30, just nobody cares. Oh yeah, it's the June new housing price index for Canada. how much are people really going to care about that? Spoiler alert, not much. So that happens. And then at the 10 a.m., top of the hour, we get the existing home sales for June here in the US, which again, not going to move the market all that much. It's going to be one of those kind of boring prints. But we do have a 20-year bond auction today. That's kind of it. After the bell, we get earnings from Alphabet, which is Google, and Tesla Snipes. So we get all that coming up after the bell. But I mean, today's session, I'm guessing, is going to be a little bit subdued. TradingView Dom could use an update. What's wrong with it? What do you not like about it? What are you lacking in the Dom? You want like some kind of super Dom or something? What would you like to see? Richard said there's sellers stacked up here at the 63.73 issue level and don't trade into them. Okay. TT, no. I know what it is. I've just never really had the need for it. I like to have control over my trading. The only reason I use TT is if I wrote like some type of algorithm to handle part of my trading. You could do icebergs and stuff in there. I just, maybe when I start, like if I graduate to like 200 contracts of trading this account, maybe, then I'd need icebergs, almost certainly. I could see myself using it then. I almost actually switched over to it when I switched over to AMP, but I was like, meh. Why do I want to break what's already working? You know what I'm saying? I don't really think I needed it. And, I haven't. There's been times when sometimes I'm like, could be cool to have an iceberg here, but I don't really care. We're doing well without it, so no need for it so far. Is that what you're talking about there, Yash? I'm not sure. TT could mean something else. Maybe I'm talking about something completely different. Oh, good morning there, Ripsmod. How are you? Good to see ya. Give it up for Ripsmod in the building. Hello. Had no idea you were even alive. Okay, hold on one second. Ripsmod. Wednesday, July 23rd, 11 minutes late. Okay. There we go. Today's the day I felt like quitting this trading. Take a break. Take weeks off. Oh, snap. Yeah, you were talking about that. Very few people actually know what TT is, especially prop traders. No clue. Well, these types of props, not like actual prop firm traders. They're going to know what TT is. What it is. What it do. Rips, if someone was grabbing SPY, triple Qs, VTI, VOO, should they wait for a pullback? No, it's very simple. It's extremely simple. You call your broker. It's going to cost you some fees, or you do it manually, and you figure out what your distribution is, and then you figure out a timeline. So let's just say you have 100,000 to sprinkle into your LTP, long-term portfolio. You got 100K, you call up your broker, you say, I want to get this allocation within a month. You could do, it's sort of an extended TWAP. But you can just say pepper that around the VWAP throughout the next 20 trading sessions. Equal 25K in each of those. Sprinkle it in, or you do it yourself over the next 20 trading days, 30 trading days, 60 trading days, whatever your time horizon is. It's not that difficult. You do it yourself, but probably just want to have your broker do it and just say sprinkle, sprinkle, baby. Something around the VWAP, do a TWAP throughout the day. It's not going to be that many shares for 100K or whatever you're doing. That's it. That's all you do. Any broker will understand. You just say you want to have 100K sprinkled throughout the month, split between these 4 names. Simple as that. Richmond needs to join a union. I'll bust up that union if they try that. Trust me. I said, hey, what's up? Hello. 1738, baby. Was in a work call last night, so I wasn't chatting, but I thought the poker watch would have been longer. Well, it's split into multiple episodes. I'll let poker go know that you wanted it to be longer. I don't see what they say. Maybe they'll make you a special episode. What about Mipsrod? I have not met Mipsrod yet, but I've heard they're kind of dope. I've heard that. Wait for a pullback to the 200 EMA. Yeah, I mean, that kind of, yeah. I mean, you could try doing all that stuff. I just think it's a lot easier just to say, hey, man, I got 100K I'm trying to distribute across these 4 names, 25K in each, or you weight it a little bit different, whatever you're feeling. You just say, hey, execute this over the next 30 days. It's not that hard for them to do. Some brokers will be super lazy and just do it on the MOC or the MMO and split it 50-50 on each of those per day. They can do that too. It's fine. Whatever they do is fine. It's really not going to matter all that much, especially if you're only doing like 100K. If you're doing like $25 million, they're going to care. 100K, they're probably just going to throw you in the MO and the MOC on each day. Just depends on who your broker is. Watch the replay of poker. Curious why you didn't join the early hand with ace 10 position. Yeah, position was terrible. I was like, I would have been under the gun for stat. Harris, we're going to see you in the BDH in August. Well, I have an appointment with the DMV. When is that? I think it's Friday, actually. Pretty sure. Yeah, I think I have an appointment with the DMV on Friday. Yep. So maybe I get my the little thing on my license so I can fly. We'll see. Otter says, after last night's kick stream, I had an all-nighter watching most insane blackjack gambling streams. My perspective on money will never be the same. Yeah, man. That's why people are like, dude. I got a DM about last night. The person was like, dude, why didn't you care that you won $7 grand in that slot? I was like, I did care, but I was tilted that I didn't bet more than €2 on the spin. And it's like $7 grand. I don't know. There's levels to these games, baby. There's levels to this stuff. For me, it's all about the action. I like the action that we've been getting on blackjack, although it just gets my heart rate going a little bit too much sometimes. I was just disappointed we were only betting €2 a spin. Like the moment we decided to bring down our spin bets on slots is when we got cracked. I'm gonna go back to that strategy that we were originally doing, which is 100 spins. And then, why are we talking about gambling? All right, that'll be later. We'll talk about that later. 700K hands with 8K sides on each. It's just madness, man. Yeah, man. Come on down to Las Vegas and go in the Baccarat room and you'll see somebody that looks like just a normal person, and then you peek over their shoulder and they have about $3 million just in chips in front of them, and they're firing out $25,000 a hand, and they couldn't care less. Just in little chips, little chippies. And then you realize it's Mickey Mace. Nah, because then you if it was Mickey Mace, you'd realize that you were dreaming and hallucinating about a fraud. Is that an indicator that shows the 4-hour high and low? No, actually, I drew these by hand. Every single morning, I draw these by hand. Welcome, though. I think, is this the first time you've been here, Brett? Thanks for being here. Has Rozzy ever gambled with Mickey before? No, I've seen him before. Dude, he's, I don't know why people believe that guy. Have I seen Dana White playing? Oh, it is your first time here. Yeah, it's an indicator. Sorry. Spaceman BTC key level. But I think, what is it called now? It's Spaceman. How'd you find the stream, by the way, Brett? Where have you been this whole time? Key level Spaceman BTC. I don't wanna. Where have you been, Brett? How'd you find us? Let the people know. Can we ever get a stream with Vegas Matt? Sure, eventually. We did launch the new YouTube channel. Just popped up in my YouTube feed. Well, welcome. Thanks for being here, amigo. Good to see you with us. My name is Rips, and I'm here to help you. Yeah, there it is. The new YouTube channel. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers. It's free to subscribe. Why is Mickey a fraud? Is that a real question? Couldn't figure that out? All you need is 2 brain cells to rub together to figure that out. He's a complete and total fraud. His whole MO is to take people's money and be like, I can beat Baccarat. I'm banned from every casino, but hey, let's go into casinos and gamble. Like, I don't know how people can't figure. Dude, I don't know. It's like the ICT thing showing trading paper and people are like, he's the best. Brother, you're the best. You're not trading in a TradingView paper account. I don't know. I want to have a good morning. I'm banned from every casino, but if you give me money, we'll go gamble at that casino that I'm banned from, and you give me 50% of the winnings, but it's all your money. Are you in? Yeah, that sounds legit. I'm in. Like, what? Are you people stupid? Are you serious? Can't figure that out? I think you literally need 2 brain cells to just rub together lightly, and they'll figure that out. Crazy town. At the very least, he knows how to count cards. I mean, anybody can learn how to count cards if you have an hour to watch a YouTube video and just practice. Really not that hard. What's up, Itai? There are a lot of not so bright people around is what I've realized. Yeah, I agree. What's your favorite casino to gamble in Vegas? Super cool vacation spot. I enjoy visiting. Best casinos out here are going to be Wynn, Encore, Aria, Cosmo, Fontainebleau, and Bellagio. Bellagio's a little bit older, but it's classic. It's beautiful. Just not as like new as the other ones. Fontainebleau is the newest one. It's lovely. Cosmo's cool. It's very atmospheric. It's actually pretty difficult at the pace of dealers in Las Vegas. I disagree. It's really not. You're just adding and removing digits. It's really not that hard. What did you enjoy the most about your living in PR? I mean, being on having access to a private beach. That's nice. The water's always warm. The weather was favorable for most of the time. It's relaxing. It's an island vibe. You can catch a jet, just go island hopping, charter a yacht, go island hopping. It's beautiful. I didn't like the hurricanes. Haven't been in LV for a decade. Is smoke not a thing anymore? I mean, yeah, it kind of can be. Like if somebody pulls up next to you, if you're playing like a slot machine or table game, somebody pulls up next to you. But like, I mean, depends on what level of gambler you are too. Like if you can do anything you want if you have enough money. You know what I mean? Hurricane season is going to be bad this year. Oof. Yeah, that's why I love living in Las Vegas. We get some monsoons, but no earthquakes. Feel safe out here. I don't know. I love it. One day I'm gonna be out there and see the Rari out front. Have to come try to meet the Rips fella. You meet me anytime, man. Don't jinx it now, brother. There's not gonna be any earthquakes here in Las Vegas. No hurricanes, no earthquakes. As long as I don't have those 2 things, I'm happy. That's all I really have to. That's it. What's up, John? For real, I don't know about Mickey. So why he fake his winnings are verifiable? Brother, you can have a lucky streak, and then you can have an unlucky streak and melt it. I know somebody, I literally, I don't like doxing people, but anyway, it's very easy in Vegas if you want to get down to it. It's extremely simple to lose 8 figures in a day, in 2 days, if you have the means to do it. Very simple. Okay? But yeah, no. Mickey Mace is real. Easter Bunny's going to be showing up here pretty shortly with Santa Claus. And also, if you put your tooth underneath your pillow and you live alone and nobody's around, the Tooth Fairy's going to come and put some money underneath there for you. Are we on the same page now? Yeah. Oh, and ICT is one of the best traders of all time. There we go. Are we on? I think now we're on the same page there, Z. Rips, you ever go on vacation? I'm on one right now. My vacation is hanging out with you fine people. They used to detonate nukes within eye shots of Vegas in the 50s. Well, hopefully they don't start doing that again. I 100% agree with everything you just said. I'm selling my house in the UK to go and live on a sailing yacht in the Bahamas. Flat broke, but living on a boat is cheap as, and I can sail around the world and trade. There you go. Hey Rips, can you say what's the name of the indicator? Spaceman BTC. Key level. Same as it ever was. This is the new, what are those red lines on your chart, I suppose. I thought when I got rid of Ninja Trader, we might have to start doing the stream like this. Yeah. Rips, you're going to trade with PW. Essentially, I trade with him every day if he ever uses a live account, right? I trade every single day with him if he's interacting with the markets. How was your poker last night? No Gamble, No Future. It was fun. I had a good time. We had our watch party. It's great. Episode 2 should be more exciting. As far as like my play went, I was involved in one smaller size pot for like $200,000-$300,000, and we ended up chopping. So not all that exciting. So is what it is. Rips, when was the last time you were clean shaven? Oh, this looks pretty clean to me. If we look at, if we compare that to, let's see. Give me a moment. All right, how do I get to my own channel? There we go. Let's do oldest. Where did I look like Grizzly Adams here? I don't know how we're on this topic, but hey, here we are. Oh, there's all this text. Whatever, forget it. Stupid. Oh, I get it now. Have you ever done a sober stream, brother? No, I stay drunk. Hey, Reb, Samir here from India, learning from you to trade. Thanks for being here, buddy. I think you're in the right place. Not to distract you from the fun, but if I'm trading MNQ, do you think it's better to watch NQ or MNQ on Bookmap? Well, to be honest, you should probably be watching MNQ if you're trading at slower times. But if you want to like learn how to read order flow, be watching NQ. That's what I would say. Does my partner trade and play poker too? My wife, my lovely wife, does not trade, but she has played poker before. I don't think she enjoyed it all that much, but I think she would more now. But we did like, I flew her out to Caribbean somewhere. I forget which island we went to, but Caribbean poker tour. I don't think she had that much fun playing poker, but she has played before. She doesn't make a habit out of it or anything. She sounded very knowledgeable about it. I mean, she knows gambling for sure. I mean, she's married to me. She knows gambling. But I mean, she hasn't like, I don't think she's ever in her life ever played 3 days of poker in a row. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. I don't think she's like that into it. Rips, how can you tell where liquidity is resting on Bookmap? because you could see it. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. It's right there. Who's my favorite poker star that I played against? Roble and Garrett, probably. Phil Hellmuth was fun to beat. I enjoy playing against one specific player because I think a lot of the best poker players, most people probably haven't really heard of. Like the televised ones from the old school days are all kind of mostly either retired or they became gambling addicts and washed up pretty quickly, because back then it was a completely different game back then. But there's a lot of poker players that most people who are kind of interested in poker would have never heard of. And those are a lot of the people that I enjoy playing against the most, because they're considerably better than the public facing poker pros. And I enjoy a good challenge. Ribs, can you send me the video of your poker episode? It's behind a paywall, so if you want to go back and watch it, you can watch yesterday's stream archive on Kick. What do you need for that DOM? Is that an add-on? That's the bare bones of Bookmap. I think Airball is lovely. We talk all the time. There's your 5:30 little wick there. No news, nobody cares. Canada new housing, nobody cares. Yeah, I've played against Phil Ivey. I beat him in a pot, but he was not really having the game. He was kind of bored by it. You have to understand, we were only playing 100, 200, and there was not that much. It was kind of slow. I played the biggest pot in that game. I think it was 100, 200. The biggest pot in that game that we played was $380,000. And again, I chopped that pot. And to somebody like Phil Ivey, if that's the biggest pot in the game that you're playing, it's not really gonna blow your hair back. You know? It's just kind of he's bored. The game we played yesterday, the one that was aired yesterday, at least, the 200-400 game, you saw there was a $500,000 pot on the second hand in. That's more his speed, you know? Ribs, how do you get the orders, the circles in Bookmap to show red, green? It's in your settings. All you have to do is dive into settings in Bookmap and start playing with it. Just start playing with the setting. There's hundreds of different settings in Bookmap. Any earnings after the bell, we get Alphabet and Tesla Snipes. That's what we get after the bell. Are there set times every day that the algos kick in? Yes. 100%. They're there to provide liquidity, and they're there to match orders for sometimes their clients or sometimes their own books. Still coming down here. Boy, this is just not the cleanest market, is it? Is that Kasif guy still alive? I'm surprised someone didn't slap him. I mean, that's his character he plays. If somebody slapped him, that would be assault. He can do whatever. It's part of the game, you know? As much as you don't like it, he's playing his game, which is to get in people's heads. I wouldn't enjoy playing at the same table as him, and he should have been penalized like he did get penalized, but Martin Cabrell is a good example of that. I don't think he takes it too far. He takes it just to the edge, but he never takes it too far, which is nice. We are coming down here. Ever tried betting trading on something like Polymarket? No, I haven't done Polymarket or Kalshi yet. Hey, Ripsmod, could you post the link of the poker episode that Rips it in? Sure, here, let me send you the paywall link that I just told you that was behind a paywall. Absolutely no problem. Because I must be lying about it. But here, let me send you the link here. There you go. Go nuts. There you go. There it is. There's the link. Watch it right now. There you go, buddy. Because me telling you that you could watch it for free on the Kick archive that's literally right in front of your face is probably too much. But hey, there we go. You can't find the archive of the stream? Scroll down You're on the channel, right? So you're watching me. Scroll down. Oh, I can hear myself. See where it says videos? There's yesterday's stream. 2 hours long. There it is. No. Okay. I give up. Still coming down here. 240. 240. Is open still going, by the way? Let me see. What people were talking about this open door. Yeah, I know. People are like, dude, this is... My friends messaged me like, oh my God, it's gonna be the next GameStop. Like, it went from $1.80 to $4.80. Percentage-wise, great, but like, brother, what? The next GameStop? GameStop went from 8 to 500. Next GameStop. ATXG went from like 70 cents to like 2,000. HKD went from like $1 to like 2,500. But yes, the stock that went from $1.80 to $4.80. Wow, that's the next GameStop. It was so weird. That's the one. Is that the time of sales next to the Dom? I don't have the time of sales showed on the stream because it's the way that the broadcast software works is like I'd have to do another window thing. It's just nightmare. Total nightmare. Saying because of the short float? I mean, still, like, all they need to do is do an offering. All of a sudden, the shares are dilute. There's so many things that they can do to get out of that. You know what I'm saying? It's not that difficult. I don't think I could ever get a bright orange Lamborghini Urus. Yeah. That thing looks trash too. Somebody's auctioning that at Sotheby's. What happened to Sotheby's? They used to be so prestigious. So disappointing. What's up, Amateur Genius? How are you? Every small cap that has a decent gain is the next GameStop for sure. Wonder if you ever tried trading ES or always done NQ? I trade ES when there is so much thinness and volatility in the NQ that it makes it trickier to trade. During the beginning of this year, in March and April, NQ was moving very wildly and offering a lot of points, but in tandem, the S&Ps were moving quite nicely as well. Now, I wanted to capture bigger moves, but also not get too risky on my size. And getting fills could be moving the price in NQ if you're trading bigger size enough points where it would make the S&Ps more attractive to trade. So that's what I did on these bigger moves. And even the S&Ps was lacking some of the liquidity, but max I could trade is 100 contracts. And I think during that time, the most I traded, I think was like 65, 70 contracts on the S&Ps in a single position. So it worked out. Hey Rib, see, what source would you recommend for learning how to read book maps? As I say on this stream almost every single day, use the built-in screen recording function in Bookmap. Go back and watch it at the end of every single session. Spend 8 to 14 hours a day watching it obsessively every single day for about a year. And then you'll turn a corner from being very beginner to mildly beginner. There you go. How many contracts are you usually getting in with on average? Depends on the trade. If it's a fantastic setup, I will trade as many contracts as I can, which is 100. It's very rare, but I've done it here on stream before. It's not something I try to do. And in fact, it's why I took a withdrawal from my personal account, because I probably shouldn't be doing that. especially if I'm trying to chase a number that is purely imaginary and doesn't mean anything. See the Mercedes GT1? Is that the one? Let me see if that's the one I'm thinking of. Let me see. Mercedes GT1. Let's see. Oh, the AMG one. Is there a GT one? I know the AMG one, but I don't know about the GT one. Let me see. GT1. You must be talking about the AMG one. Yeah, I've seen that. I've never seen it in person. I think it's a good looking car, but I wouldn't personally, if I had the means, I wouldn't pick that up myself. Thought I could trade the pre-market. I was wrong. Down 12. Dude, slow down. How are you getting down 12K before you're knocking it off? Is that across multiple prop firms or something? AMG GT Black Series P1 Edition. What is this? I mean, that's old school. Is that the one you're talking about? I wouldn't want that one either. Think this is what you're talking about? Wait, why can't I show this? Hold on. There we go. That one? Starting price at 2.27. Not my flavor of ice cream personally, so. Not my flavor of ice cream. Kind of you have to really like Mercedes and AMG to really like that car, I'm guessing. More Revs bullish or bearish for the day? Neither. I can't make that assessment until we have more market generated information. Right now we're falling out of bed because of the retaliatory tariffs from EU. I don't know if they said that those are guaranteed or not. Let me go back and look at the headline. That was like before we had Vesant speaking to. Where is it? EU said to plan hitting the US with a 30% tariff quickly in case of no deal. So the market is kind of preparing for that. However, if there's anything came around, like Trump comes out and he's like, we struck a deal with the EU, market would go crazy. So it's like kind of like an on the fence type of thing. I could have shorted the market when that first came out, which was like here-ish. Where was it? Like, yeah, somewhere right around there-ish. Could have caught that. I didn't. Because it wasn't like immediate. The reaction wasn't immediate. And then Besson starts talking and then, yeah. So. I don't know why Ripsmod deleted that message, Jay Shine, but thanks for being here, buddy. Appreciate you. I have no idea why Ripsmod would delete that message. Ripsmod, strike two. Whoa. Kidding. Hey Rips, do you think you are born with a trading psychology or can be learned to a good level? No, because dude, if I was born with it, then I wouldn't have failed for 3 years straight. I would have never struggled in trading. No, I learned all the psychology through getting smoked over and over, dude. Every day getting smoked. What's up, Colin? I swear when August 1st comes around, Trump is going to be like, I gave you from April to August to make a deal and y'all didn't come to the table, so the tariffs from April are going to be doubled. Maybe. What do we know? All we can do is speculate. The GLE 63S. Yeah, I like it. It's fun. I mean, every single time I see that car, I always tell my wife, I was like, dang, this is beautiful. Maybe I thought I said coward, but I meant coward. No. That's totally fine. I think Ripsmod just messed up thinking that you were like, there's some bots that come in here that are like, I made 10,000 investing Bitcoin from Julie Andrews. She's the best or something like that. I don't know. I get a lot of weird spam bots that come in sometimes. What's the best service to get the timely news like the tariffs you just mentioned? Using a squawk? Find a squawk that has a free trial and then realize after a weekend that you hate it. You don't think it's worth it because it's annoying. That's 99% of people who sign up for squawks. Trump is deals giving China Nvidia chips over rare elements, dumb as F. Mary Poppins trading? What's Mary Poppins trading? Like chimney sweep? Something like that? Oh, where can I find this Julie person? Where? Yeah. Dude, there's still like every single time I make a post on X, I get crazy amounts of bots. Here, let's look together, shall we? Let's just see. I haven't even looked at my post, but I guarantee that it's rife with a bunch of bots. All right, where's my thing? Here we go. Go to my profile. We are live. Thank you, Dad, for good luck today. Appreciate you. And now look at this. And no matter how many times I do hide, block, hide, block, hide, block, they always come back. Doesn't matter what I do. So sucks. I don't know. This happened like 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago. Super annoying. Oh, look at that. We're in the Matrix, baby. Hey, Rips. Yes? Let's see if I can talk to myself. Wow, we're deep in the Matrix now. You should get a Pagani, Rips. I'll split one with you. You do 75%, I'll do 25%. Are you game? I'll split one with you. Little ripception there. I can see that Monday low getting G-jacked. Maybe. I mean, I just don't like any of this market in the pre-market lately. It's weird too because we have such a negative delta on the S&Ps. It's gonna reset for me in about 15 minutes, but we'll see. Do I have a Ford Fiesta in my car collection? Yep. I call that my bat car. Not because it's like the Batmobile, but I take a bat to it whenever I'm frustrated and smash it up. You throw in 11.5 cents? Thank you. We're almost there. We can almost get one. Rips, do you ever check the Asian and European markets? Why not? Of course. More information, the better. Lewis Hamilton is selling his Zonda? He crashed it for the second time. I mean, if Lewis Hamilton is crashing his Pagani, maybe it's not that good of a car. The thing I really love about my SF90 is that it has a lot of computers on it. Dude, that car without computers would be like, it would have been into a wall by now. Let me know when you're ready for the F80. You own a dealership? I'll hook you up. I mean, the offers that I've had to buy an F80 are outrageous. I'm not gonna commit that amount of loot to a car. No shot. Outrageous. Poker watch party was fun last night. Just a cool 600K add-on in the first 6 minutes. It got wild, man. A lot of money on the table. Episode 2 should be really good. I really hope that... We'll see. I don't want to spoil anything. Funny Ticks did make some changes, by the way. I mean, the deal went from 35% off to 10% off, which is not great, but DJ Khaled, who's the owner of Funding Ticks and Funding Pips, is trying to... Wait, when is this? Oh, so they are doing... They are doing some changes today, so we're going to see what that is. That's exciting. I'm excited because Funding Ticks is trying to dominate the entire futures space, and that's good. Competition breeds more competition, which is great for traders. And like Funding Ticks is forever sustainable because they're backed by Funding Pips, and Funding Pips is huge. If it was like, and that's why I'm aligning myself with the Funding Ticks, is because if it was like a firm from a nobody, which by the way, dude, I get offers all the time, like coming across my emails like, hey man, come promote our prop firm. And I look at their stuff and it's like, you're what? You're who? And they have like 12 followers, you know, like they're complete nobodies and they're just trying to like get into the prop firm space because they think they're going to get rich or something. But Funding Ticks is built by the Funding Pips team, and Funding Pips has done hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars of commerce. And I think Funding Ticks, like his whole goal here is to be the biggest ever. And so I think it's going to benefit us as traders, the rules that they're going to bring into the game, and it's going to be putting pressure on other firms, and maybe some of these firms are not going to be able to compete with them. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. This is who I'm talking about. This guy, Khaled. Plus, he only follows 13 people. So, smart guy. Follows the right people, probably. But, you know, like stuff like this, traders win, traders equals the firm. Like, his mindset on everything, I'm all about. I think it's smart. So let's see what happens today on those announcements. Can be interesting. Would love for you to check out our new prop firm as we launch. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Nope.
Definitely not. Not in a trillion years, brother. Not a shot. Who said they own a Ferrari dealership? Was that on YouTube? I'm sure they're being facetious. Have you thought about creating a prop company? I do not want to have employees. I do not want to have customers. Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur until you start being an entrepreneur, and then you realize like how difficult it is. I was successful at being an entrepreneur, but I'm happy to be much more independent now, and I've earned that spot in my life. Do you know what I mean? Does Tesla report after hours today? Yes, Tesla and Alphabet. TopStep is changing their live account format. Now you'll have to trade 30 days of winning days in the live account. That's always been that way. That's literally always been that way. That's no difference. What's the difference between express funds is? Yeah, it's the same. It's not an easy task. It's a full-time job. I'm on call most days 24/7. Yeah, being an entrepreneur is one of the hardest things in the world. People think it's easy because you get freedom. If you think freedom is literally losing sleep all the time, world's a funny place. Covered in moron. It's yeah, being an entrepreneur is very, very hard. The change was made to this contract scaling. Now you can scale up to 100 lots on live. Yes, I did see that. But somebody just said that like you have to trade for 30 days to get daily payouts. It's been that way. No difference. But the difference is now that they're going to allow you to scale. So cool. Whatever benefits traders, great. Whatever works for you, great. I'm convinced people just want to complain about something. All of my best posts on Twitter have been drama related and pure and total nonsense that in the end amount to absolutely nothing, but maybe some cheap entertainment. Hey Rips, it's World Whale and Dolphin Day. Is it? If there's any whales watching in chat, I have a message for you. Thank you for tuning in. Live is going to basically be the same as an XFA, but you're going to have to compete with real orders on the book and deal with spreads rather than simulated fills on XFAs. You don't say. Sound like a donkey? Well, we know who's not a whale. You aren't one, because you would understand exactly what I said if you were. Okay? I loved your troll post about losing a few dollars. Dude, those are the best. Actually, those were kind of fun. I literally got hundreds of thousands of impressions on me, like prop firm accounts, evals, generally pretty cheap. Can't speak. Apex accounts are about $16 a pop when they run a sale. And I think like net on some Apex accounts that I lost, I think I was in for maybe let's just say under $500. And then I posted that I'm ruined financially. I've sold my car. I'm going to ride my bicycle to the nearest bus station and go disappear in middle America or something like that. I don't remember. Something along those lines. And the response to that was like, people like, it's going to be okay, bro. You've got this. Trading's hard. It's crazy. I don't know. It was fun. That was probably the most fun that we had. But yeah, those are the posts that get the most traction. Although some of my Instagram stories, not stories, but shorts, the Instagram reels, that's what they're called. YouTube shorts, Instagram reels. The Instagram reels, like the one that I posted yesterday, is getting a lot of traction. People like that one a lot. Some of them hit and some of them don't. I don't know what the magic is. Maybe it's my face that I use, but this is the one that's doing the 3 stages of constipation. Okay, so this one's doing really well, and I posted that yesterday. So I'll drop a link if you want to see this one, but this one seems to be doing well. Drop a comment. Helps out the algorithm, you know? If you drop a comment, it absolutely helps out the algorithm. It is nothing special, but I got 8,000 upvotes on my Reddit baking post, and now I see the meaning behind social media validation. What were you baking, Spartan Nick? Love these casual morning chats. Hopefully they're keeping you out of trouble, because I mean, maybe you're a range trader and you just love this type of stuff. I'm not one of those people. I do not enjoy this type of market. It is disgusting. What credit card do you recommend to load with prop firm fees on? Are you being serious or are you trolling me? Because first of all, if you can't afford prop firms, you shouldn't be putting them on a credit card unless you're paying down that credit card on the daily. I may be wrong, but based on your experience and outlook on life, you can write a book for the younger generation. Maybe. Amex always, I'm not a huge proponent of using Amex. I used to have a black card, had a Centurion card. I used to spend a lot on advertising, like Google ads, Facebook ads. Back before the masses knew even what those were. I had media buys going on a lot of different channels. Anyway, Amex used to have a Plum card, and I forget what I was grandfathered into. They still have a Plum card, but I think I was grandfathered into the rates of like, I want to say 3.5% cash back. I think it was super high. It was super jacked. And then they dropped it to like 3 and then 2.5, then 2. And I think it's down to 1.5% cash back now. I think. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. But I use Chase cards now. And my card number, my full card number. Oh, yeah, no, never mind. I don't want to say that. But I think on my best Chase card, I think I get 3% cash back on that. The Centurion is almost frowned upon. Dude, it was ridiculous. I had it for a few years. It was one of the first metal cards, like that was, I mean, I'm sure there was another metal card. Trump saying something, somebody saying something about a U.S. employee being detained in China. I don't know who just said that, but somebody said that. Anyway, the black card, the Centurion card. Something about a Wells Fargo banker that couldn't leave China being detained. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know who's talking. Somebody's talking. But the black card literally had the 24/7 concierge thing. Like if I ever wanted like concert tickets, travel plans, everything, you'd call them and then they'd do all that. But then it was found out that like it's the same concierge service that you get from Platinum. I think back in my day when I had the Centurion card, it was, I think, only about $5,000 per year and then $2,500 for each additional card member per year. So I got one for my wife, got one for me. I think I had 2 of them. It was fun to like throw down, bling, 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 dancing on the bar top, but whatever. But yeah, I mean, you don't get much benefit from it. So I canceled that years and years and years and years ago. I think I actually canceled it. I still had an Amex account with Plum. I used that for business expenses because the cash back was still good. But then I switched over to, there was a company called blackcard.com. They had a gold card that gave me like 3% cash back. And the yearly fee on that was, it offset so that I could, get a lot of cash back. That one was great. They'd send you gifts. Amex also sends you gifts, but who cares? And now just Chase cards. Is it worth it to have such a high yearly fee? If you're going to spend enough on your card to where whatever the benefits are outweigh what the yearly fee is, then yes. But I don't think any of the cards that I use nowadays have any kind of yearly fee. The travel cards, I don't travel much, so I don't really care about travel benefits. All I really care about is when I'm using a card is the cash back. That's it. And because I pay off my card every single day, I'm always going to get cash back, and I have zero interest because I don't carry a balance ever. And that's how I think you should utilize credit cards. If you're using credit cards to spend money that you are expecting to get in the future, or money that you do just simply not have, you're going to end up in financial ruin. And you should never use credit cards. Instead, you should use a debit card. Don't ever, ever put a charge on a credit card and think, I will be able to pay this off in the future because this is money that is going to be coming down the line. That is how you end up really screwing yourself. There are some people who can handle that. Maybe if you're growing a business and you are using it as sort of like a temporary short-term loan, that makes sense. But you're going to be you have to be very financially literate to be able to do something like that. Most people are not financially literate. Does 4% count as a good cashback rate? You're not going to find a card, I don't think, out there that gives you 4% cashback on all purchases. Maybe on a category purchase, like categorically, if you like gas, 4% cashback, then only use that card for gas. Pay it off every month. I like to pay mine off every day. I sleep soundly knowing that I don't owe a single person on planet Earth a single dollar. And maybe that's just the way I'm wired, but I don't owe a single person a single dollar, and I sleep very good at night. Coinbase one card, 4% on Bitcoin unlimited. Maybe I'll get that one. Hey Ribs, can I ask what you use to determine when a move looks good to trade and how you know it'll be a bigger move? Watching volume. Volume is everything, and continuous volume is even more telling. What is going on, Creative Cloud? Stop barking at me. What is this? What is happening? Remember, this is not financial advice. He's a dude clicking buttons. Correct. None of this is ever going to be financial advice. What are you kidding me? I'm a retard. There's your answer. What is going on? Did Adobe get hacked or something? What is happening? What is happening? Hold on. What is actually happening? Why do fonts expire? 99 fonts just expired. What is going on? I hope my editor didn't do something stupid. That'd be annoying. Sorry. I don't know what's happening. This is got like a notification that wouldn't go away, so don't know what this is. Super annoying though. What's cracking, my guy? Still on tops of it, looking into other props. Don't really talk like effing with Apex. Think of DPT or Tradeify. Which one is better? TPT will give you daily payouts. Tradeify allows you to skip the whole evaluation process. Me personally, I don't like the evaluation process. It's tilting and annoying to me, but that's me. If you're still in your learning phase, I think that the evaluation process gives you valuable learning time, and it's also cheaper. So it's a mix between, do you want to skip evaluations and spend less money? Or I'm sorry, skip evaluations and spend more money, or would you rather spend less money and get daily payouts? There's your difference between the two. That's it. The difference between those two things. Anything else is, in between. Just passed the combine on top step. How long are they taking these days to allow me to activate? I'm pretty sure it's the same day. I think. I don't know. I think. Yeah, there we go. We've just solved the font issue. Weird. I didn't know fonts expired. You learn something new every day, huh? I heard good things about Tradeify. Yeah, I mean, they're fantastic. They're fantastic. I could use daily payouts. The only thing you have to know is that you have to get above a trailing threshold daily or intraday trailing drawdown threshold with TPT. Once you pass the pro, you get into Pro Plus, there's no more trailing drawdown. So they're all different. It really just depends on what's your budget, what's your experience, what are you looking for? I'm personally liking funding ticks the most lately, probably because it's the new shiny object. You know what I mean? This is going to be my, I think I have 3 days left to trade on these. Let me see. Let me check my dashboard. Yeah, 3 trading days left, and then I get a payout. That's cool. I've just been taking it slow on them. Trying to just chill. Bought the straight to funded on funding ticks, yeah. I'm never going to trade on top one. Personal choice. Forgot about the consistency rule on straight to funded yesterday on Tradeify. I mean, that one's easy to figure out. You just can't make over a certain amount, and if you do, just flip contracts to get below. Shoot for the stars, and then, if you do super well, just flip contracts to get your P&L down below what it should be, and then you're done. Or leave it super high and make it hard for yourself. I don't know. Either way. Funding ticks requires 15 days trading days for the first payout, right? No, 7 days. Maybe on the non-straight to funded, I don't know. But for me, I do the straight to funded. 3 more days to go. Iris, would you trade full contracts in NQ with a 50K account? Probably not. Probably not. On a 50K account, probably not. Probably better to just trade micros. And you can scale up to 30 micros if you want. Do they shut down your account if you break consistency, or you have to make more? Just have to make more, which is a pain in the butt. And the funding ticks Pro Plus, minimum 3 days in eval, 5 days to pay out after that. So that's 8 trading days on that one. Once again, market is just complete and total gutter trash. Nothing worth touching or trading. And I know I sound like a broken record, I do not want to trade the Percy today. I just kind of want to chill. Really, I know it sounds like I know. I really, really do want to chill today. I just want to get it done. Funding ticks, just be done and then move on. You're doing the coin thing again, gold. Yeah, there you go. First time ever hearing it. I'm being serious though, man. There's got to be a day where I just take a break from it. This market is gross right now. The market gives us a crazy move. What am I just gonna say? Nothing I can do about it. All right, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right. We are back. Good morning. I'm late to the party. You missed nothing. We have taken 0 trades. You've missed nothing. All right, I think we jump into kick here. I think it's about that time. Thanks for tuning in on YouTube, folks. Ripsmart is going to drop the kick link. If you'd like to join us over at Kick, that's where we're going to be. I'll see you folks over there. No trades today, obviously. I mean, nothing. Nada enchiladas. Take care, everybody. See you tomorrow for Thursday on YouTube. Bye.